What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Have you watched 𝐶 Combs The Reckoning? I know it is a great documentary, but there are so many tidbits coming out, okay? Kalenna showed, from Dirty Money, showed what a monster Diddy was. Aubrey O'Day is now coming out and saying that she believes she addressed claims that she was raped by Diddy while she was very inebriated. Now, here's the thing. As I take you to her comments, and you have to watch the documentary, this is just a tidbit of what she was saying. But when I say that documentary was chef's kiss, okay? They did it. This was true investigative journalism. It really honestly was. And the thing I love most about it was they were unafraid. This was filmed in New York. They had, Diddy is the hometown hero. That is ground central. Even now, the Breakfast Club is always running interference. Like, literally, they were unafraid. And they went to Diddy's own home and literally found people to tell the truth. It was amazing, okay? Congratulations to 50, Netflix, Alex, Vanessa, the whole crew. They did the damn thing, okay? So, anyway, let's get into everything. Because keep in mind why this was happening. The whole world saw Diddy and his weird, in my opinion, fixation with Aubrey and making her the band. He needed to break her. He didn't like her spirit. He was obviously attracted to her. Obviously attracted to her, okay? Aubrey says she has a bunch of sexually explicit emails when he was harassing her because she wouldn't open up to him, and the way he punished her and kicked her out of Danity Kane and had to humiliate her because Diddy couldn't have anybody, any woman standing up for themselves and telling him no. Listen to this. I wonder what Katt Williams thinks of the documentary. I know he's watching this right now, okay? Hold on real quick. Okay, I found the article. And you guys, if you think I'm telling you everything in Aubrey's interview, I'm not. But let me just give you this snippet, okay? They said that... there was a scene where in the documentary, she read an affidavit from a woman who claimed she witnessed Diddy allegedly engaging in a sexual crime with Aubrey, sprawled out on a leather couch looking very inebriated. They said she was naked from the bottom half and she had something over her top. Diddy was doing something with her private parts. And there was another stocky, light-skinned man with his blank in her mouth. Now, the funny thing is, now that we've seen Diddy's escorts, if you guys don't know, I did a live Hot or Not edition for Diddy's escorts. You got to go watch it. Diddy likes a good stocky man. It's funny she got that together. Listen. However, Aubrey, who was discovered in 2024, on the set, she didn't drink like that at all. I mean, that don't mean that Diddy didn't. She said, I don't drink at all. It's never been an issue for me, okay? She said she has no memory of what that woman claimed occurred and would rather leave it that way. She said, even after I told her I didn't have a recollection of this, I said, could she be making a mistake? I acted in every way possible I could think of. And she was certain. Does that mean I was raped? Is that what this means? I don't even know if I was raped, and I don't want to know. I don't want to find out anymore what that woman has to say. And I can understand that, but get this, it gets deeper. She said if that woman was lying about the alleged rape, then she said she would retaliate. However, she shared that she wouldn't want to give Diddy's legal team any power to discredit other victims. They said if she made it up, I would be compelled to take her the F down. So to me, you have to watch the documentary. And this is just a tidbit. It makes it seem like Aubrey kind of believes her because Diddy is capable of anything. But again, the documentary, it's not salacious. They let you make up your own mind. But I'm telling you, even people before that didn't think that Diddy was guilty, or they're like, oh, whatever, they're now watching a documentary and they are leaving shaken. So listen. She said, you realize that the burden that it puts on my soul for the past year, which is if I expose one victim who's got a civil lawsuit, that gives Diddy and his team legal credit to take down everybody else who are potential liars. It goes back on my shoulders just like that. The weight of that man and his bullshit, I'll never get from underneath it. Now, Diddy, they reached out to Diddy, Diddy didn't respond, right? elsewhere in the doc, Aubrey claimed she was groomed during her time in Danity Kane. He said, Diddy made it clear that I was a looker. Never change, Aubrey. That's one thing I used to love about Aubrey as Showstopper. She knew she was the looks coming. Showstopper. All Danity Kane was beautiful, but Aubrey, I remember Aubrey. Showstopper, showstopper. She could sing. She could dance. I think she was actually one of the best dancers. She was one of the biggest talents, and she was drop dead gorgeous. And Diddy was fixated on her. She said, Diddy made it clear I was a looker. I remember that phrase a lot. He was separating me, and there was a different set of expectations from me. And I just naturally float into grooming. Okay? She even said that he sent explicit photos via email. She said there are emails with pictures of his blank. Okay? She said before reading one of those emails aloud, yo, when I tell you Aubrey's interview, this is just a little bit more. I don't want to ruin it for you, but there's so much more. Listen. Okay, so Aubrey actually started reading some of these emails, and this is just a little clip. He said, this is when Aubrey was not checking for him. She was just trying to do her job. This is what was going on in the background while he was verbally and mentally abusing her on camera that MTV was filming. He said, I don't want to just F you. I want to turn you out. I can see you being with some MFer that you tell what to do. I make my woman do what I tell her to do, and she loves it. He was literally trying to recruit. How old was Aubrey? 19 years old? And he was trying to recruit her for a freak off. And I like to do things different. I'm going to finish watching this pee and finish masturbating. I'll think of you, happy face. If you change your mind and get ready to do what I say, hit me. Then he put another happy face. God bless Diddy. God is the greatest. This mofo literally put God is the greatest, but I think that Diddy actually thought that he was a God. That's the thing. When people say, Lord willing, praying to God, what God do you serve? Because I think that we might be different anyway, right? Now get this. She never took Diddy up on his offer, stayed away. He harassed her, badgered her. And if you remember, 6 months later, he kicked her out of Danity Kane, humiliated her. And then remember when there were rumors he was going to put Cassie in Danity Kane, but that never actually surfaced? Listen, she said, I absolutely felt that I was fired for not participating sexually, but I also found out later that Don Richard and Puff were recording a different project. She said, I was the star of the show and Puff needed to move the entire audience over to a new project. Now, I will say this. Got a lot of respect for Aubrey, right? All the Danity, but Aubrey especially, we saw her be abused. I think that maybe there's something between her and Dawn, and I'm sure Aubrey knows a lot more than we know, but I think that he just shifted to a new project. Nobody ever got famous. Nobody ever got money. The people, and I feel like Aubrey was trying to imply that maybe Dawn and Diddy had something going on. That's why it shifted over. I don't know, because I don't know. You watch it and let me know what you think, because she said a whole bunch of more stuff. But I do think that anybody that stayed close to Diddy, nobody ever won. Let's not forget that with the dirty money, Ciroc was paying him I think $250,000 per show up, and he was giving them $5,000 each. They didn't make no money off of dirty money, no money off of Did he just use that to expel himself? Kurt Burrows also said some mess. I think it was Kurt Burrows about some shady stuff that he did to Biggie, where he was telling everybody he was paying for Biggie's funeral, then saw how much the funeral was and charged that amount to Biggie's estate. He made Biggie pay for his own funeral. Diddy ain't no good. Anyway, listen. Watch The Reckoning on Netflix. It's good. It's good. That's all I'm saying. And you guys know where I feel on Diddy. I actually do honestly feel vindicated. Vanessa and Alex, they did their thing. It was not sensational. They weren't running a hit job. It was very, very biased. Very two-sided, right? But I feel vindicated because that fake version of Diddy, fake version of facts, fake version of everything that those bum-ass ninjas tried to bury me with, and even lay hands on me with, and then filmed and laughed about it. Bitch, but who's laughing now? Sorry, right? The whole point of the matter is I feel vindicated because I can see through bullshit, and who I saw Diddy to be, past all the glamour and shit, that shit don't impress me. I know it impressed all those men or wannabe men that were on their knees hoping Diddy would bless them, but it didn't impress me. But who I saw him to be and who you guys saw him to be, yeah, it shows it. And they don't even got to walk you to water. They just show you who Diddy is in his own words. Because, baby, they got a lot of footage where Diddy himself is acting a fool. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.